Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. Thank y'all everybody for staying with us at this late hour. Be down with us by phone at 804-402-2893 to be down with the flagship show of Legacy Internet Radio. We appreciate it. Thank you to everybody that's been listening to us. Special thank you to those folks listening to us right now on TuneIn, which is our home website where folks can listen to us. Special thank you to everybody that are listening to our replays right now in YouTube. So got all of the particulars out of the way. I got a full slate of what the hell questions that we are going to ask. I got a room full of giggling ladies. I'm not sure why the hell they're giggling right now, but I guess I know now why I'm Let me just explain. Let me explain to y'all what's going on. Of course, whenever we have guests in the room, we always like to commemorate the occasion by taking photographs. So if you're listening to us, hit us up on Legacy Internet Radio as well as on Ain't No Half Step with Marcus J or any of our personal pages, and you'll see the pictures that we took here shortly. But my co-host, man, I don't know about her, man, because sometimes you be jacking pictures up, man.
But seriously, I didn't have time to write a number. I was going to find a dark marker and just write my number.
Oh my gosh.
But we had no marker.
Oh my gosh.
So it was my mugshot, yo.
Is that what that was? That's a mugshot picture? That's a mugshot. So if you had a Sharpie, it would have been different, huh?
For real, yes.
And that's what I'm talking about. Ain't no hashtag with Marcus J. All right. I led off this segment by saying that we were going to talk about some religious what the hell. And so I got a couple of stories that'll make you kind of shake your head at some folks. And I'm going to start with this article that I'm getting from the rawstory.com. All these, they all going to make us all say what the hell. The headline on this one: maybe it's time to reevaluate the tradition of putting a baby's penis in a grown-up's mouth. Now, what the hell is up with that? 2 more babies contracted herpes from rabbis who circumcised them in New York City. Once again, this is from rawstory.com. Ultra-Orthodox Moyals, people trained to perform a bris, the Jewish ritual of circumcision, follow up the circumcision with another ritual, mitzvahs bepe, also known as MBP, sucking the blood from the baby's penis. New York City has banned 2 Moyals from performing the ritual but won't release their names. So how enforced will this ban be? Since 2000, 16 babies contracted herpes from MBP in New York City, and at least 2 of them died and 1 sustained brain damage. On this week's Morning Jew, Katie Halper and Heather Gold sought the opinion of Josh Gondelman, a comedian, writer, and co-creator of the Modern Seinfeld Twitter account and web producer The Last Week Tonight with John Oliver. And, of course, they have been doing parodies of young Republicans in certain videos. Their videos here online, you can check them out at your leisure. I think we've got it properly set up. I want to get the comedian S. Lissa P on this one first, simply because I'm looking for a comedic aspect of this one, because I don't know if there's any way that we can really, I don't know, seriously discussing rabbis who perform a bris, which is a circumcision, and they suck the blood out of the penis to, it's ritualistic. I'm tripping. Please tell me if I'm tripping. The look on your face tells me that you tripping too.
Sucking the what?
Yeah,
out of who?
Yeah. This is That's
my only response, because that's what I told me to say. Well.
Yeah, I mean circumcisions. It's ritualistic.
Now, I'm familiar with uncircumcised penal because my ex-boyfriend at the age of 36 was still uncircumcised. So, therefore, it was like I was doing it to a ballpark frank inside of the bun. So, I feel like if somebody needed to suck him till he was uncircumcised, I probably would have. What?
That would have been your job.
No. Have you ever seen old uncircumcised penal?
I've seen one, but it wasn't old.
Mine was old. It was dusty.
Ew.
Yeah. So it was kind of like
a chicken neck.
Yeah, if we did it, I didn't feel nothing.
Oh my God!
Because it was like, there
You should have told him to pull it back.
See,
It was already back. No, it's forward.
Pull the skin back, yeah. But then let me just tell you, for the record, I was not with him after this. So what I'm about to tell you, don't think it came from Lissa P, because it didn't. Later on, he pulled it back and he had a yeast infection.
Oh, hell.
So therefore, the warm moistness of the hot dog sunshine with the
That
bun
means
around
he
it.
wasn't cleaning himself properly.
No.
Yeah. So when you
At
got to
all.
peel back your, so keep in mind again, we have broken up like 2 years, but he still felt like close to me. So he was like, "Yo, I got some stuff coming out." Okay. Turned out to be a yeast infection because of his circumcision. So again, let's fast forward. Let's get to the story. If it's necessary, if that's their ritual, then let it be. Of course, it sounds strange and unfamiliar to us because that's not something that we do to our young.
Right.
You know, to black people, we just go ahead and cut that off. Versus them, they prefer to suck their way to cleanness.
Well,
So-
I guess the thing is, ritualistically, I mean, traditionally, you know, it's something that they do, Renee, in that culture. And culturally, there are a lot of things across different cultures that are strange to us. I'm sure there are things that we do as Americans, particularly Black Americans, that would be strange to people in other countries.
yeah, like eat chitlins. People look at me all the time.
I mean, like,
crazy.
I mean, if you eat the intestines of a pig, that might be one of the nastiest things a person could do.
Oh, you didn't have to lay it out like
I had to lay it out. It might be one of
okay,
those.
so maybe even my own people think it's gross too. My bad. We better pick something else. Sorry.
You know,
just get a
but
spoon and pick up the pig mess for all that matter and start chomping.
but
Is
when
her
you
mic
think,
on?
but when you think about that, I mean, it sounds odd, but I guess the thing that I want to get back to is these kids are getting sick.
Yeah, because that ain't the only thing that the little rabbi been sucking on. Rabbi been having some extracurricular
Now, if I'm not
activity.
correct me if I'm
Ooh,
wrong,
sucky
because
rabbi.
I'm not someone that knows a whole lot about their faith. But a rabbi, from my understanding, is supposed to take a vow of abstinence similar to a priest. If I'm correct, do y'all know?
I'm not sure of that.
Yeah, I don't
Supposed to
know.
be clean a certain kind
Well,
of way.
no. The point I'm making is, like, you know, a
They
Catholic
take
priest.
vows the same way.
A Catholic priest is supposed to be, I guess, asexual is the word, without any body. I thought a rabbi was the same way. Maybe he is, or maybe he isn't.
But
But
are some of them married?
I guess maybe they are, maybe they aren't. I don't know. That's you know. I mean, I guess maybe that's something that wouldn't be too difficult for us to look up. But I just thought that it was odd because ultimately, you know, if it gets to the point where they have to start making bans.
But I would be concerned about that anyway because if the rabbi has, let's say for argument's sake, he has like a canker sore, which is a form of herpes,
Yeah.
okay, in his mouth, and he's sucking blood,
Yeah.
you know, from a child,
Right.
that's cross-contamination
Well,
of
that's-
body fluids. And
yeah.
I would be more concerned if I was the rabbi about getting something like HIV.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I guess culturally, I guess what I'm stuck on is first of all, you can call it a bris, whatever you want to call it. A circumcision in an unsterile location is bad enough.
Right.
But then you know that there's going to be blood involved. And so instead of medically dealing with it, you put your mouth on it. That's just, I mean, you could be the cleanest person in the world. It's a baby. That's just, I understand that's your culture and that's how y'all roll, but that shit's weird.
But I wonder where DCF's role is in all of this.
Well,
Now that it's out in the public and it's become a story in the news.
16 babies done got sick in New York City, and
But
they
where's
are
DCF
trying
at?
Oh, that's a good question.
Because if, you know, someone else of any other faith were to do that, you know, that would be endangering the welfare of a child.
I would tend to agree. If we decided that we wanted to start doing that, you know, in Curry Woods, you know, a nice little Jersey City reference, you know, maybe there might be some people knocking on your door. Ain't no hashtag on Marcus J. Want to keep it moving. That's why I want you on this one first.
Wait, can I say something first about the
Sure,
second people
sure.
of the kids? I feel like I'm a molester by saying that. I feel like I'm going to be arrested.
Yeah, no doubt.
But one, I mean, they probably feel like being that it's a child, that they're clean. So they're not, now, the adults are dirty, but they feel like they can do this to the children because the children are probably next to cleanliness. So
Right.
they probably do that for that.
Pure.
But then also, other religions, like we talk about the things that they have. I went to high school with a girl who was from Jerusalem. And she actually said her first time she had to make sure that she bled, because if she didn't, within their religion, the father is supposed to kill the child if they do not bleed. And I said, well, bitch, I hope you bled out like a
I would've cut
stuck
myself.
pig.
Wait
for
a
real.
minute.
So yeah.
She's supposed to bleed the first time of having sex?
Yes, and I was like, well, I didn't even bleed the first time I had sex, so what is your daddy gonna say to you? So yeah.
I never
But
heard
fortunately,
that
she
before.
bled. But yeah, she's from Jerusalem, and she said with her father, if she did not bleed the first time that she had sex, which would have meant that
With her
she wasn't.
father?
No.
Oh.
Her father would have to kill whomever the daughter is, because that would mean she's had sex before. So I was like,
okay, I
again,
got
with the
you.
women's bodies, everybody doesn't always bleed their first time, because again, I know I didn't. But
So that's where we were going.
yeah, that's what I said. But just different cultures, like you said. God, I've never heard.
No.
of that,
You
but-
said so. I guess me not 100% understanding the woman's anatomy. So his logic, I guess, Dad's logic is if you didn't, then you
because
must
still
have-
where
you
they are,
must-
they set you up with somebody.
Right.
They it's like a arranged marriage. So therefore, when she sleeps with him, if he comes back and say, "Yo,
She
ain't
didn't
nothing
bleed."
happened," Daddy got
There
it.
you
She's
go.
spoiled twice.
Yeah,
That
you
means
gave me a
Daddy
bad
got
one.
it. Yeah, so I mean, and if you look at some cultures, there are some cultures that the father has to kill the daughter. It's never the mother. It's the father who has to take
Yeah.
that. And I was like,
Well, I
how
saw
would
it.
the dad do that?
There was an Egyptian dude
Yeah.
that I saw in America's Most Wanted a couple of years ago that ended up killing one of his daughters, and of course he was on the run. That's why he's on America's Most Wanted. But it was something like that.
Yeah,
I guess I
it's-
had to research it why. And it's funny because Mama J had gone on a field trip recently, and she came back and we was talking about arranged marriages and diaries and stuff, and I was like, wow, okay, so I guess it's out there even here in the States. Ain't no Steppin with Marcus J. All right, I got another one. SY, help me out with this one. This one I'm getting from Essence Magazine .com. And yeah, I'm getting this one from Essence.
Is it about makeup?
It's not
Yeah,
about
how did you
makeup.
get in Essence?
Perfume?
I'm in touch with my feminist
Nail
side.
polish.
I do. I like that
I
stuff.
hope this is not true. Can I just say a breaking news thing?
Oh, yeah, it's true.
Robert Williams died?
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Really?
He
Yeah.
killed himself.
He
Yeah,
killed
he
himself.
committed suicide at noontime.
Yeah.
Well, noontime, LA, 3 o'clock here.
Who in the heck is gonna do a drive-by fruiting?
Oh my God, who's gonna do Miss Doubtfire too?
That's what I'm saying.
You know what? But for real, okay. Sorry, my bad. Sorry.
Oh my stars.
Yeah. He hung himself. So yeah, it's very.
Man, he was one of my. And you know what?
Oh, he's
They said he
trying
was
to psych
suffering
us
from
out.
depression.
He's going.
Yeah,
back to
you know
Orc.
what? For real, and I think so too, because for real, if you, and I'm sorry, Marcus J, for real, if you look at anything that he's ever played in, it's like you can almost tell. Maybe everybody can't tell, but something wasn't right. And I think something, even though he was acting, I don't know if a lot of people watch SVU, Special Victims Unit, but he actually had
Yeah, I
a
seen him
role
on
on
there.
there. And I understand actors, that's what they do. That's what they come to perfect their craft. But that show, I looked at him and I was like, yo, he's not right. Even times after that, after seeing that, something wasn't right. And
He had a nice
that
little
hurts me,
comedy show
man.
that was out.
He was a crazy person.
The
on
Robin
SVU.
Williams Broadway special.
Yes.
He
Yeah, that was
he
funny.
is-
Yes.
man.
I know. Now I have to go home and watch Miss Doubtfire. So I
But
can
you
get
want to know
some-
something that just goes to show that depression and mental illness is not taken seriously.
Yes,
In this
amen,
country,
Lord. Cause,
You know?
man, okay, I'm sorry. I totally let that go left, Marcus J. I apologize to all the listeners. My bad. I
work
just
from
called
work
it to
now.
that. Yeah.
Nanu.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely sad. When I got the news earlier, somebody sent me a note like literally right at 7 o'clock, like right when we was about to go live. I was like, man, you send me this now, like right now, so it's definitely sad. So of course our condolences go out to his family as somebody that we know because we've seen him on TV. But we know, mental illness and that sort of thing definitely affects folks who may not even get to have their name in the newspaper. So, of course, our thoughts go to all of those people as well. Ain't no
Like Don Cornelius.
Don is one.
Yeah, he committed suicide too.
Ain't no half step on Marcus J. All right, I'm getting this from Essence Magazine. That's why I want you in on this one first. This one, the headline that I'm getting on this one is about a church. About a church that reportedly cancels a man's funeral because he's gay. The church canceled this man's funeral because he's gay. It's a Florida mom who says the church canceled the funeral. Julie Atwood tells the newspaper, or the TV station, WFLA, that her son, Julian Evans' funeral was to be held at New Missionary Hope Baptist Church in Tampa. When the church called during his wake the night before the funeral to cancel, she was told the service would be blasphemous because Evans, 42 years old, was gay. Of course, the family was devastated. He had a 4-year battle with a rare disease that destroys the organs in the body called amyloidosis. His partner, or his husband, it says, also was shocked. There's more here, but I think we got it sufficiently set up. They basically canceled it because he was gay. The preacher, let me see, there was a quote in here from the pastor. He says, quote, based on our preachings of the scripture, we would have been in error to allow the service in our church. I'm not trying to condemn anyone's lifestyle, but at the same time, I'm a man of God and I have to stand up for my principles. Ain't no half step on Marcus J. All right, before we get you in on that one, that's why we are getting a call. So let's take the call from the caller and see who we have on the live line with us. Caller, you on the live line. Caller, you on Ain't No Half Steppin' with Marcus J. Tell us your name, where you calling from, what you want to get in on.
Hey, what's going on? It's Dirk Diggler with All Throttle Radio. What's good, man?
What's going on? You got Dirk Diggler with All Throttle. What's up, brother? How you doing, man?
I'm hanging in there, you know.
Why don't you
show the support for the team.
So,
I know you had a whole house full.
Yeah, we did. Why don't you name drop your show and tell us about who you is and what you do?
What you did.
What I do.
Well, hey, look, don't say too much. We know how you do. Don't say too much.
Wild out person on All Throttle Radio.
No doubt.
That's who I am. All Throttle Radio, Thursday, 7 p.m. to 9 and some change. We talk about motorcycle life. We talk about the news. We talk about the culture. We talk about laws. We talk about everything that has to do with motorcycle-related issues and a whole lot of other stuff that don't have nothing to do with motorcycle issues. But, you know, it's live cast.
I can dig it. So you listening to us tonight. What you want to get in on, bruh?
I mean, y'all was just talking about oh man, y'all was talking about the rabbis, and then the last thing y'all was talking about was what was that last thing? Robin Williams.
We talked about Robin Williams. We talked about the rabbi just now. We just let off a story about a church that canceled the funeral because the dude was gay.
Funeral?
Yeah.
Gay funeral. I mean, that's sad for his family. I mean, I personally, I have gay people in my family, so you know, I can't hate on gay people. I mean, I think politically, I cannot hate on gay people and anything that comes along with gay people. So, I mean, I think that's messed up, really.
I think we all got gay people in our family, whether we think we do or we don't. I think we.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people in what's it called, denial. They in denial about it. Hey, if they more happy, if they happy about it, you know what they're doing. And a lot of straight guys, because I've been to a gay club before. I've been to a gay club a couple of times, straight as I can be. I'm gonna tell you right now, them boys, they look out. You know what I'm saying? When they pour on drinks, I don't know if they're trying to get you drunk, but you know what I'm saying? They look out.
Watch your back.
And then another.
That's why I said.
Literally.
That's why I said watch your back.
Nah, I ain't never got to watch. Hey, that's why. Trust and believe. I'm good in the hood. but a lot of people should understand if you're a straight man, you should want more gay men because that increases the female population for yourself. You got to think a little deeper than that.
Oh man, you try. Hey, look, you try. Hey, look, you trying to mac on this? You like, yeah, go ahead, be gay. It's more for me.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not gonna kill a session because hey, I can get into it. But more brothers and sisters, they should want more of the gay population if that's what they choose, because now it gives you a better range to pick from.
Oh, you killing me. You killing me, man. I can't. You know I can't go there with you, right? You know I can't, right?
I mean, hey, look, I'm just saying for all them single people.
You a mess.
My brother.
When you come back in here?
Yeah, that's why when you coming back. When you come back, ain't no
I'm
half step.
coming back. Ain't no half step with Marcus J.
Yeah,
Whenever
man.
I get the offer,
You
when
officially invited.
When somebody asks me to come on their show, I come on their show without a doubt.
I can dig it.
Okay, so listen up. Next week is my anniversary show.
What kind of anniversary?
My 1 year.
1 year anniversary of her being the co-host of Ain't No Half Step with Marcus J.
Okay.
So come on by.
This is a formal invite. Come on by, what we drinking.
Okay, your invite is officially open for any Monday, anytime.
So what we drinking?
We drinking prune juice, man.
Oh man, you know who my co-host
no.
is, man. She gonna have us in here eating kale and spinach.
Hey, Marcus.
Yeah,
Marcus.
man. Yeah.
I remember the last time I was on the show, she had doubts about the prune juice. I'm bringing the drink. How about that? I'm bringing the drink.
Let me
Because she
say
wouldn't
this.
drink it. You offered it to her, she wouldn't drink it.
Yeah, we gonna do it live on there, baby.
Let me say this. The warm prune juice, it didn't work, man.
Oh my goodness.
Well, you really stuck.
I'm so stuck
Oh
up.
my goodness. So you got, hey, look, you got
really stuck.
you got the official invite, Dirk Diggler. We gonna see you right here in studio with the crew of Ain't No Half Step with Marcus J 1 week from tonight. Does it sound like an accepted invitation?
Yeah, I'm gonna take that invitation, but I'm gonna see everybody this weekend
Yep.
at the photo shoot.
That's right.
I'm gonna have to put it on something that look halfway decent, so y'all don't be out shining.
There you go.
Make sure you put on your Easter's best, shouty.
A new breed vest?
Make sure you casket sharp.
Yes,
Yeah.
probably some leather chaps.
Yeah, you.
Don't come in here with your
Leather
Easter
cap.
outfit
Wow.
on.
Hey,
Don't
look.
laugh.
Hey, look.
Your Sunday go to meeting clothes.
Hey, look. You get. Hey, look.
I'ma laugh.
You getting it on the phone, brother. I'm sitting here with them. They giving it to me right now. I got. Hey, look.
Hey, look.
Uh huh.
I'm not the typical biker. I get it in. So
My brother, I
I got
got.
plenty dose for days.
Man, I got my co-host S.Y. Butler. I got the First Lady Legacy in that radio, and I got DJ Renee Melendez in studio with me. So I'm glad that you called in. I'm glad that you part of Legacy in that radio. One more time, rep your show before we let you go, bro.
All Throttle Radios, Thursday 7 to 9 on Legacy InternetRadio.com.
My brother. See you soon, man. Be cool.
All right, baby. Y'all take care.
All
Later,
peace.
baby.
Ain't no half step on Marcus. All right, listen. we gonna keep it moving with the religious folks that's wilding out, because I got two more. Now this one right here. I'm getting this one from the rawstory.com. All right, I'm gonna show you this dude's face. This is the CEO of a Baptist Center. He got fired because he was arranging a dog sex encounter on Craigslist.
I'm sorry, what?
Bestiality, yo. You can't make this stuff up. He's the president of the CEO of a Missouri Baptist Conference Center. He's out of a job after Sheriff Cyber Crimes Task Force arrested him for allegedly arranging to have sex with a dog after posting an ad on Craigslist. This is Jerry Hill, 56, of Camden County. Go ahead, hold yourself together, Renee. I see you over there. Camden County in Missouri. Was arrested on August 5th after setting up a meeting with an undercover officer for the purpose of having sex with a dog. According to Boone County Sheriff Detective Tracy Perkins, her office received a tip that someone was seeking sex with a dog or other type of animal, didn't matter to him, which she did not specify on Craigslist. The undercover officer exchanged emails with Hill offering the dog for sex. Subsequently, Hill was taken into custody in Columbia, Missouri, where he arrived anticipating the sexual tryst. Again, as we normally say, there's more, but I won't.
Wow.
He's currently listed as the president and CEO of the Wildermere Baptist Conference Center, located in Roach, Missouri, which issued a statement saying they were supportive and grateful for his work, but were worried about how the impact of his arrest would reflect upon the center. You can't make this stuff up, man.
He know that when the dogs be humping your legs and the chair and stuff, they be moving kind of fast. So he was like, "Hey,
You cannot.
lean on that."
You
I think
cannot.
I'm lost.
It said that says a lot about his wife.
I think I'm lost. So
What is he married to?
This guy that you showed us the picture of, he's arranging for other people to have sexual relations with animals.
Bestiality.
So why was he arrested if the other person said, "Okay, I like it doggy style," literally? You feel me? So why did that man get in trouble?
Oh.
I can see him getting, booted from the church or the community center,
He
wherever
might be
it was.
doing the show
But why
and
was he
tell.
arrested?
He might be doing show and tell.
plus
Cruelty
it's
to animals.
abuse,
yeah, I mean, that's
Cruelty to
yeah.
animals.
Did he do it to the animal or did he do the hookup?
Well,
I
it
think
doesn't matter.
he showed.
Might have been
he
doing
sh-
some of both.
He showed up with I guess the way the article reads, he's anticipating sex with an animal, which is
There was a story out of California a couple of years ago, and this man used to disappear all the time, and his wife could never figure out where he was going. And there was a ranch where these lambs used to go.
No
It
way.
was a herd of
No
lambs.
way. No way.
So this dude used
No
to
way.
rub honey all over his body.
no way.
And sprinkle himself with oats and go amongst the lambs and let the lambs.
Can't write this stuff, man.
Yeah, I'm not making it up. And so he got caught by the police and they arrested him.
We getting a hit from Michelle Robinson. Thank you. She's been
up,
for the record. She's been listening. We no longer have the MixLR like we had in the past. So I'm getting her comment. I'm a little bit late with getting it in, but she said that she thinks that it's sad for the church to cancel someone's funeral. Gay people deserve the same respect and dignity as straight people receive when it comes to having a proper funeral service. So I agree with that. That's crazy. That's crazy about this dude. Spreading honey on this. I can't even talk, man. You done threw me off my game.
I got honey and oats in my head right now. I don't even want no cereal.
And he
No.
was going
And
yeah,
then-
he was going in there with the intent to bang the lambs.
Obviously.
know?
Obviously.
And they would lick him.
Oh, come on now. Can we
He would get aroused and then he would engage in intercourse with the lambs.
You know what's funny? I watched the TV show Dallas. And it ended like 6 months ago, but I had it in
I was
DVD.
like, you don't tell me no.
Yeah, right. How about that, lamb? And I binge watched it just like over the last couple of days, and it was this scene where they're trying to get this guy to do what they want him to do, but they couldn't get him to do what they wanted until they got something on him. What they got on him was that he's like a high-ranking government official, and he likes to pay women like escorts and stuff to
Have
wear
sex with animals.
No. This one's even better. He likes to pay women to dress up in a dog outfit, and then he likes to have sex with them while they're dressed like dogs. And you can see him. It's on Dallas, man.
What movie was
this
that?
is Dallas. It's a TV show on TNT.
Yeah, but what movie was that where the girl dressed up in the chicken costume and the feathers made her allergic? She started sneezing.
Oh my God, I don't remember that. Do you remember who the actress was?
Paula Jai White.
Oh yeah, that's in that Hoochie Mama that was a character from, was it Friday? That's the same actress,
same
right?
girl, yeah.
Yeah. Because I just remember she got out the car and she was
Was it
listening to Two Loud
Sprung?
Crew.
I think it might have been Sprung.
That's the one with is it Tisha Campbell in that?
Yeah.
Sure, you gonna have me going back to the old TV shows, man. Ain't no half step on Marcus. All right, last one, y'all. This one's a little bit more. I'm also getting this one from the Raw Story. I kind of dug into their website the last couple of days. This one is religious based. It's a little bit more serious. This one is a Christian radio host who enthusiastically is looking for signs the world will end and welcome the Ebola virus as the cleansing force. Quote, saying this Ebola epidemic could become a global pandemic, and that's another word for the plague. It may be the great attitude adjustment that I believe is coming. Ebola could solve America's problems with atheism, homosexuality, sexual promiscuity, pornography, and abortion. He enthusiastically said Tuesday about the arrival of Ebola, but the right-wing watch reported that he warned the previous day that the president, Barack Hussein Obama, may intentionally spread the deadly virus through a mandatory and mysterious vaccine. some of these dudes be crazy as hell. That's why I'm gonna get you to jump in here first. You got this dude saying that the Ebola virus is going to eradicate atheism, homosexuality, sexual promiscuity, pornography, and abortion.
No, you idiot. It's going to kill the freaking world. If it's going to spread like that and you're tagging all of these different groups, who's going to be left? It doesn't pick and choose where it goes, you know? And then you want to say...
But I think Christian people who take the Bible in a literal sense instead of a metaphorical sense, they think that a plague is coming, because the book of Revelations does say that a plague is coming and the rapture is coming. So when you have people who think that way,
and I believe,
So I guess the swine
saw
flu didn't
something
count.
on the news.
Or
I think
bird
it was
flu.
You know, I'm
last
glad you
month.
said that.
or the
Listen.
bird flu.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that, because
Anthrax.
just if you look over the last few years, and she's dropping them all of them, anthrax and swine flu. What was the other one from Asia?
Bird flu.
No, SARS. Remember SARS was supposed to kill us, Ebola, and
Ain't
all of
got
that
none
kind
of
of
But
stuff.
this isn't the first time that Ebola has come out. This is, Ebola's been out for 2 or 3 years now, but people got it and it was like a case here and a case there.
And it didn't
It
make a
wasn't
big
2 or
deal.
3 cases at the same time.
I think
So-
it's curious that, Ebola had strict the African continent. We had 600 people at the time. I think it's more like 900 now. People died and nobody gave a shit. And now you got 2 white people infected and they bring them from here to there. So the world is going crazy over the 2 white people that's in America that's infected. And lo and behold, these 2 white people are getting better. Whereas everybody in Africa, is dying by more than half.
But Ebola's been around since the 80s, because remember when all those people
I think
died?
1971 was the
Yeah.
first one time. I think I saw it somewhere. It was
It's been around for a while, and people were dying a lot in masses in the 80s when the whole famine thing came about, and people realized they had this aha moment. Oh, people are starving in Africa.
Don't you think
feed
it's
them.
curious, though, that we have these diseases like Ebola and HIV and AIDS and all of that kind of stuff? I made this connection last week, that are popping up in our lifetime. Where were they before? You know what I mean? Like, all of a sudden, we got these terrible diseases just now. Dare I suggest bioweapons? I think that there might be some sort of, potential connection to these people creating these things. And, when we talked last week about, getting it from monkeys and stuff like that, I just think that's crazy,
I think that movie Contagion is going to come to light.
Yeah. And that was Ebola. And then kind of bringing it back to this guy, this Christian radio host, Rick Wiles, respectfully to the religious zealots that are listening right now. I probably shouldn't say religious zealot, because that's not really respectfully. But, how long are we waiting for the end of time? Like, if I hear one more person say, we're at the end of days, I think I'm going to lose my shit. I'm so tired of hearing people say that. And when you mentioned a minute ago about how, people take it literally instead of, figuratively, what's the deal with that? Like, the end of times again, for real? I mean, we've been in the world for the last...
It's coming at some point.
Well, eventually, but I'm sure that the people, when they was in the middle of slavery in 1830, thought we was at the end of the days. I mean, like, really, it's crazy. Like, I watched Black Jesus last week, the Aaron Magruder show, and yeah, because I remember saying that I couldn't wait to come on the air and just kind of laugh at the religious people who thought that it was blasphemy, because I think you take the shit too serious personally, and that's the reason why I say it like that, to kind of mess with you. But the truth of the matter is, first of all, the show just wasn't funny. I really wanted it to be funny so that I could mess with people.
I agree.
But it wasn't funny.
I agree.
It just wasn't funny. But one thing that Jesus said on the show, or one of his homeboys said to him, he's like, man, we've been talking this stuff for the last 2014 years. Like, when is this really going to go down? And it made me think, I'm like, for real. This dude thinks that Ebola, all of a sudden it's Ebola that's going to eradicate atheism, homosexuality, sexual promiscuity, pornography, and abortion. Come on, man. Really? I think
he got his hopes set too high.
I think he got his hopes set way too high. Ain't no hashtag with Marcus J. Yeah, we can take our final break of the night. Hopefully we ain't pissed you off so much that you're gonna turn off the channel, because we get ready to go to our rants and we go to our closings, and we always say good stuff in the middle of those. Marcus J and the whole crew. Ain't no hashtag with Marcus J. Be back in a minute.